I'm injured, so it's more party mode than work ethic at that point. So he gets the bad part of who I was.
Now I'm not playing basketball, you know what I mean? I'm in a bad spot. And I'm like, what the is going on? Like, why all this got to happen to me?
Right.
Back to back. Like, I go from the second best player in the East, top 10, top 15 player in the league, then everything's going, you know what I mean? To basically rock bottom. Like, have it all. And not by choice though, it's just shit that happened. Like, I can control having bone spurs and shit.
Mm-hmm.
It was hard.
Was there anything that he helped you with basketball?
That's what I say he ruined my life. I told him, when I say he ruined my life, he ruined my life.
Okay, it's just like any young guy. You come in sometimes on a veteran's bad year. I'm injured, so it's more party mode.
Everyone wonders when an NBA player will return after tearing his knee. What transpires in between is never questioned. Gilbert Arenas is acknowledging what most athletes won't publicly state. You enter a different world when you get hurt in the NBA. Your schedule simply vanished, even though you're still earning millions of dollars, traveling with the team, and staying in 5-star hotels. The day of an active player is locked down. Get up at 9 a.m., shoot around 10 a.m., film at noon, receive treatment, eat lunch, have a pre-game meal at 4 a.m., play at midnight, conduct interviews, and record every hour. However, if you're injured, start rehabilitation at 10 a.m., take an ice bath, stretch, and finish by noon. 12 hours before bedtime, return to your room by 1 p.m. 12 hours, just you, a hotel room in a city you don't live in. No practice, no game. April 4th, 2007.
This is the real mental battle of injury. Is when you first get injured, you get all the texts, damn, that's, you know what I mean? You get all the praise and all the love, and 30 days later,
Ain't
nobody. Right? It's nobody. You dead by yourself, and you realize, it's like the things when you start looking at your phone and nobody's checking on you, none of this, and, reality kicks in.
It's just you.
Yeah. It's just you, and the world moved on.
During a game against Charlotte, Gerald Wallace tore Gilbert Arenas' lateral meniscus after falling into his left leg. 3 knee surgeries and a 2-year nightmare replaced what should have been a 6-month recuperation. Over the course of 2 complete seasons, only 15 games were played. The player who made 3 consecutive All-Star teams and averaged 28.4 points per game was no longer there. Here's what they failed to tell you, though. Gilbert continued to earn $11 million annually, travel to Miami, stay in hotels in Los Angeles, Atlanta, and New York, and receive $129 per day in cash for food during those 2 years. The funds continued to flow. The access continued. The 4 hours of basketball that used to govern his whole life were the only thing that stopped. That year, Gilbert's rookie was Nick Young. He observed it in real time. Gilbert took the wheels out of his car and rolled them into the film room when Nick arrived for his first day of training camp. Gilbert made Nick dress like a chauffeur, charged $3,000 for his hotel room, broke his $1,000 sunglasses, sprayed fire extinguishers on all the cars in the parking lot, including the owners, shipped Nick's keys to his house, and then watched him freak out at the airport. He was described by Kenyon Martin as the worst veteran a rookie could have. It wasn't hazing, though. This man lost his identity in an attempt to pass the time in any way he could. Gilbert brought firearms into the Wizards' locker room in December 2009, 2 years later. Take a closer look at what the media described as a mental breakdown. During the time of the injuries, the gun incident took place.
Now I'm flying to Miami. Now I'm flying to Atlanta. Now I'm flying to Los Angeles, New York, right? Houston.
Yeah.
Coming in 2, 3 in the morning. Where am I going? Strip club. Right, club. So we are partying and drinking damn near every city we go.
What?
Different girls every city we go. So we're partying.
The man who once allowed basketball to contain all that chaos and energy was gone after 3 knee surgeries and barely playing for 2 years. The volatility persisted. It was best expressed by NBC Washington. Most would point to the infamous gun incident as the beginning of Gilbert Arenas' downfall. However, those who closely followed his career are aware that the day his knee was destroyed, on April 4, 2007, marked a turning point. However, Gilbert is not the only one who was duped. In 2007, Greg Oden was selected first. Kevin Durant was selected in the same draft. He suffered a preseason thumb break, underwent microfracture surgery in his rookie year, and missed the entire season at the age of 19. He explained what transpired next on the OG's podcast. Each night, why not? That's what happens to a 19-year-old with millions of dollars. He is unable to follow his teammates, unable to join the team. Thus, he invites the gathering to his home. What else is he expected to do? And from there, it gets worse.
Stories I like to talk about is like, all right, when I was able to finally walk, I'm like, all right, let me go be around my teammates. They're having a little party, let me go. I walk up, the bouncer like, dude, the whole entire world know you 19. I can't let you in here. So it's like, I'm trying to hang out with my teammates, but I can't because I can't go to spots they go to. So now I'm having house parties at the house. Like, I got a whole year off. It's not like I got to just sit down. I'm in Portland. So every night, hey, who you can get come over? Why not?
Yeah,
and,
I know who what.
Oden told Grantland, "When I played well, I drink to celebrate," in one of the most candid interviews an NBA player has ever given. And I would drink to forget when I didn't perform well. I essentially developed an alcohol problem during that second year in Portland. 21 years old and an alcoholic, with millions of dollars in the bank, and no one in his immediate vicinity knew how to stop it. Because this is not how the NBA system is designed. The system believes that basketball will provide structure. But what happens if basketball doesn't exist? The interviewer was informed by Oden's mutual friends that he might require an intervention, because now that he drinks constantly, he is a totally different person. His career wasn't ended by the injury. The one thing that kept him steady was eliminated. In 2019, John Wall tore his Achilles, All-Star 5 times, among the league's fastest players. Physical rehabilitation was not the only thing that came next. Years later, Wall acknowledged that he had considered suicide. Being an NBA player involves more than just playing basketball. It's who you are. Every discussion, each and every friendship, the way you're viewed by strangers, it's the shield as well. You have the next game when you're not playing well. You have practice when things get complicated. If you take that away, all you have left is money, leisure time, and a hotel room in a city you don't call home. It's just you and whatever you've been avoiding.
Now I'm not playing basketball, you know what I mean? I'm in a bad spot. And I'm like what the fuck is going on? Like, why all this got to happen to me? Right. Back to back. Like, I go from the second best player in the East, top 10, top 15 player in the league, then everything's going, you know what I mean? To like basically rock bottom. Like, I mean, have it all. And not by choice though, it just shit that happened. Like, I can control having bone spurs and shit.
Additionally, the weight increases significantly when you are unable to exercise. While recovering from an injury in 2021, Zion Williamson reported to Kemp weighing 330 pounds. His number is 284. The Pelicans included weight clauses in his $197 million contract extension because they were so concerned. After the lockout, Shawn Kemp weighed 315 pounds, abused cocaine, and was out of the league by the age of 34. Gilbert also affirmed that the schedule incorporates temptation. Playing has repercussions. Tomorrow is your game. However, even if you are hurt, you still have to check into the hotel and fly to Miami at 2 in the morning. You have rehab tomorrow at 10. 2 hours. What then? Teams are unsure of how to handle players who are hurt. The knee is handled by the training staff. The surgery is performed by the doctors. However, who manages the remaining 22 hours? No one. However, it grows darker. During his last 3 NBA seasons, Rex Chapman underwent 7 surgeries. OxyContin was prescribed by a doctor following his most recent one. "I fell in love in 2 days," Chapman remarked. "Made me feel funnier, smarter, a better husband, and a better father." You're hurt, you're hurting, you're depressed, since basketball has been eliminated, and a doctor gives you a medication that makes everything go away. Lawful, doctor's approval, protected by insurance. Chapman was taking 40 Vicodin and 9 OxyContin daily 18 months after retiring. In order to prevent withdrawal during practice, Willie Cauley-Stein took what he believed to be Percocet. It turned out to be fentanyl-laced. "I could be dead," he later said. "The prescription is authorized. The physician adheres to protocol. The addiction is foreseeable. And all of a sudden, you have a potentially fatal weapon at the age of 24. You were simply following the doctor's instructions, so the team didn't anticipate it. The pattern is repeated. In 2007, Gilbert suffered a knee tear. Party mode for 2 years. By 2009, there were guns in the locker room. At age 21, Greg Oden develops an alcohol problem, and John Wall contemplates suicide. They are all losing the same thing, the building that contained them. Because this is what fans are unaware of. An NBA player who sustains an injury still receives everything. The private aircraft. The hotel has 5 stars. The cash per diem. The contract that is guaranteed. The only thing that kept everything safe is what they lose. Basketball is required for 4 hours every day. Gilbert Arenas used to average 28.4 points per game, but now he spends 3 hours sitting in traffic to pass the time. On road tripping, he said, "I'd get on the motorway because I didn't know what to do in that time. In traffic, drive all the way down, make the entire drive back. Those 3 hours. The alternative was to sit in an empty house with $11 million and do nothing but drive in circles. That man is so in need of structure that he will cause traffic jams in order to give his day meaning. Nobody discusses that reality. According to the injury report, it will take 4 to 6 months. It should state that there will be no structure for 6 months. Has millions of dollars left. I'm still visiting every American party city, still has access to everything that could lead to his demise. The basketball was the only item we removed. Greg Oden put it this way, I celebrate with a drink when I perform well. I drank to forget when I didn't play well. However, it becomes risky when you are unable to play at all. Careers end there. Addictions begin there. The chaos resides there. Furthermore, no one wants to discuss it since it shows that the system is the source of the issue. When you remove the structure, private aircraft and guaranteed contracts turn into weapons. Gilbert acknowledged that he was in party mode. Greg Oden acknowledged being an alcoholic. John Wall acknowledged having suicidal thoughts. These were things they were not supposed to say aloud. But perhaps after hearing these tales, the next child who tears his ACL will realize that surgery isn't what's in store. The calendar is blank. A 22-year-old is currently recovering from his second knee surgery. He recently completed 2 hours of rehabilitation and earns $15 million annually. Furthermore, no one has informed him that the injury itself is not as dangerous as this period of inactivity. The NBA discovered ways to optimize talent, earnings, and entertainment. When basketball vanishes, they still don't know how to keep players safe from themselves. The hard part isn't the surgery, so keep that in mind the next time you see out indefinitely on an injury report. It's what takes place during those intervening hours.